Peace, everyone. This is Kaishin with the Mailman Muscle Channel. Nothing fancy here. We're going straight to the gym footage. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. And if you're a subscriber or returning viewer, thank you for coming back. Just a little bit of background on me. I'm a 47-year-old mailman. I've been doing that for 17 years. I've been training longer than that, but I've been competing in the sport of powerlifting for the last 15 years. What I'm showing you here is my progression through these high bar Smith machine squats. I did 6 reps per set on these warm-ups, but I didn't want to waste time showing you all of that. What I will show you, though, are both of the work sets that I did on these high bar squats on my most recent leg day or lower body day. Right now, I alternate between upper body and lower body workout days. And the lower body days are slightly different. On one of them, I have more of a hamstring focus. That's what this one is. And the other lower body day will have more of a quad focus. The upper body day, one will have a chest and back focus. And then the other, there'll be sort of a shoulders and arm focus. But everything does get hit to some extent or another on each of those respective days. Now, what I'm doing right now overall in my training is trying to bounce back from a slump, I guess you could say, that I've been in as far as body weight goes. My weight has been stagnant at a point much lower than I'm satisfied with for the last couple of months. I've really been hovering around 195, 196 pounds. Why I have not been able to make more progress is twofold. One, I've been slacking in the gym, quite honestly, and that's for a variety of reasons that I may go into in another video. I don't know. It's probably midlife crisis type stuff. And in addition to that, maybe this is related, is a loss of appetite. I'm really just having a lot of trouble eating enough or even drinking enough shakes. And by that, I mean just actually getting it down. And then that's probably for a variety of reasons as well. But either way, those two factors, not training enough and not eating enough. I never sleep enough. I haven't slept enough in like 20 years. So I've made progress. I know I should sleep more. And you definitely should. Please do as I say, not as I do type deal. Do not walk around and sleep deprived as I do. But suffice to say, I'm trying to work my way out of that slump. And part of the way I'm doing it as far as in the gym is to, one, be more consistent, make sure I stop missing workouts, and really push the intensity up in what you see as my version of high intensity. I'll use air quotes on that because I don't want to offend any of the HIT dogmatists, who I actually do respect quite a bit, because my personality and frame of mind really is geared more towards a high intensity type of approach to training. But some things that I do in my own version of it probably would be shunned by some. For example, doing 2 work sets in squats, as well as in these stiff-legged deadlifts. Whether it is a competition style of the lift or some variation like a high bar squat or a stiff leg deadlift like you see me doing here, I do not like taking those all the way to failure. I found that it's just much better and safer to just stop a set before technique gets sloppy and just do a second set. But with this being a hamstring focused day, I'm going to do a second exercise for hamstrings, and that will be done in a much more traditional high intensity method, as you'll see in just a few moments. On the quad focused lower body day, I just flip that around and I'll do 2 quad focused exercises and then just 1 for hamstrings, which is usually going to be a hamstring or leg curl rather than a stiff leg deadlift on those days. I don't know if I'll keep it here, but I'm going to try to do this set. So from the stiff leg deadlifts, going into leg curls, seated leg curls, and this is going to be a 3-part rest pause set. So as I said, more of a traditional type of high intensity protocol than just doing 2 straight sets in order to make sure we get sufficient work in without compromising technique. I didn't show the weight at the beginning of the set to show off because there's nothing particularly impressive about that weight. I just showed it for the purposes of documenting what I actually had on the stack, since you can't really see it from this angle. And yeah, Kimberly wasn't with me, and I didn't have any other way of showing it. So there you go. Anyway, taking this set, again, through three rounds. First round with 15 reps, and here I'm going to speed up through the, through the rest part, which I think was about 30 seconds in real time. But I didn't want to waste your time showing all that, so I just sped that up, and now back to real speed to get the second round in. I do typically try to do a rest pause set with the idea of, if it's 3 parts, meeting the total number of reps from part 1 across parts 2 and 3. If it doesn't work out that way, I'm okay with it. But that's the goal. And this time it actually did happen to work out that way. I got 15 reps on the first part. I got 8 on the second, and 7 here. So the 8 and 7 between parts 2 and 3 ended up matching the first round number. I don't think that means anything particularly special. It's just a way for me to try to set, some kind of goal or targets for what I'm doing on the rest pause, the dog crap style rest pause sets. Dog crap, if you're not familiar with it, is a training protocol that I've done other videos on. I think it's very good, and it incorporates rest pause training in that method, with where the crux of it deals with 3 rounds of a given exercise with very little rest in between those rounds. But yeah, DC style training, dog crap training, look it up. And this is the end of this leg day or lower body day session. Finish it off with calf work. I tend to do that on every lower body day. The first 2 sets that you saw, those were sped up. Now here's the work set done in real time. And yeah, I really don't have any lag time between warm-up sets and work sets when I do calves. I just don't count the lighter sets as work sets, even though it's really all one nonstop set, basically. As you can see, it's kind of the opposite of a drop set. Instead of starting heavy and going light, just stack more weight on until it gets heavy enough to actually feel like a work set. But anyway, this is how we wrap this up. And from here, my next training day will be upper body, then lower body, and keep the rotation going with 1 to 2 days rest in between each session. Look, I hope you got something out of this. If so, please click the thumbs up and give this video a like. Please leave comments and questions in the comment section below, and please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Peace.